right, truck is warmed up. Got the choke pushed in. Closing the door up. Put the seat belts or seat belts in the sides here. Okay, so for reverse, I'm going to go into second gear. I'm going to pull the gear selector back into reverse. Let the clutch out. Oh, I forgot to close the tailgate. So, jumping out and closing the tailgate. Okay, clutch. I clutch 50 to 60%. No need to go all the way down to the floor. And off we go. The Unimog is a high revving engine, so do not feel hesitant to have high RPMs before you shift. I start out in third gear. Always make sure the choke is in. I'm in fifth gear already. We'll go down the road, turn around. It's hunting season, so we'll see some hunters, and they'll probably be checking us out as you drive this thing. Everybody will be looking at you. A very smooth riding truck, believe it or not. Very easy to steer. Going about 65 kilometers, whatever that is, I don't know. Vehicle runs really good. Hate to see it go. You're going to be very happy with it, I'm sure. Coming back in. I think I'll show you in the cab. Okay, and we're back into neutral, parking brake. When you shut it off, the key will shut her down, but the fuel pump and the 12 volt are still on, so you got to make sure you shut your 12 volt system off. And it's up to you whether or not you want to turn the fuel pump on or off. I find that the truck ride starts and has a lot more power with the fuel pump versus the factory pump. So that's why I added it on there. Fuel tank, oil pressure, radiator temperature, and speedometer, odometer, all that fun stuff. On the inside up here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the windows zip. And they're velcroed on the top, so then it can pull down. So it's pretty tight in the wintertime. Up at the top, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there are these Velcro, let's see if I can find one here. These Velcro pieces here. The ceiling's made out of tube frame, so the top is just Velcro to these. So if you pull these Velcro straps off, and off of the sides and bottoms, this top will actually roll forward, and then you'll have a convertible. It takes a couple of minutes to do, but not that big of a deal. I did leave one of the factory gun racks in right here, so if you're going to be hauling your rifle, your assault rifle around New York, you can put it here, and it will keep your rifle secure. Seat belts, selector switch, we already went over this. Everything with an orange dot on it is some type of fluid that requires either lubing or checking a fluid. This is the clutch bearing that's been greased. Underneath the seat, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but underneath the seat, towards the back, there is a lever that's a kill switch. It basically disengages the battery, and you can't start it unless that switch is engaged. Here on the floor, right next to the seat here, is the fuel selector lever. All the way to the left is the front tank. Almost all the way to the right is the back tank. But if you go all the way to the right, it actually closed the ball valve, so it's almost at an angle like that. That selects the back tank. You'll know if you run out of gas, or if it feels like you're running out of gas, you just pull this lever over, and you'll be able to tell how the engine runs if you're open or not. So I typically run it there until I get a full half a tank of gas, and then on the last half a tank, I'll switch over to the back tank, and then run another 150 kilometers, 200 kilometers, and then go back to the front tank and fill it up. That way I'm always cycling through the gas. Other than that, that's it in a nutshell. There is a fire extinguisher underneath the passenger seat. There is a steel tow cable. Here's a, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this here is another orange dot on a access port, and that's your transmission fluid. It's about 75% full right now. So every 100 kilometers I keep an eye on it and fill it full of Redline MT transmission oil. Other than that, I think that's it in a nutshell. A lot of these things you're going to be able to find out in the manual, with the exception of these new switches that I've added. Rear view mirror I added, and as you can see, it runs good. It's in excellent condition. On the outside, there's some spots that could be used, hit with the sandpaper lightly and repainted, but other than that, it's in pretty darn good shape. And one more thing I'll show you on the windows. You asked about the windows. You can see these pegs. They actually fit down into the door itself, and the window will actually pull out if you wanted to take it out. At this time of year, I'll just pull down the windows and the zippers on both sides if I need to let some air in here. All right, well, if I'll package this video up to you and send it to you, and take it from there. So talk to you soon.